Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're diving into Humblewood Tales, the sequel to the great Humblewood third-party 5th edition module. And in this book, we have new adventures, new characters, and new player mechanics. Today, we're talking about a subclass found within a subclass of the Warlock. Now, what on earth could Humblewood offer the Warlocks? You've got the humble folk, the cute and, furry mammal-like creatures of the forest. You've got the bird folk in their tree cities, ruling over the skies. What would the Warlocks draw their powers from? I'll tell you. The Warlocks of Humblewood draw their power from the spirit of the Predator. The Predator Warlock symbolizes the things that the animals of the forest fear the most, that which hunts them. This has a very cryptid-y feel to it, the idea that certain humble folk or bird folk might lose their peaceful mindset and turn towards predatory ways, the details of which are fascinating. We'll get into those details in just a moment. But before we do, I'd like to let you know, Relaxed Fantasy Review has memberships. For just $1 a month, you can support me here on YouTube and get a couple benefits. First, you get a little badge next to your name in the comments, letting folks know that you're a supporter, but also you get early access to my videos. I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I upload them a day early for members only. If that interests you, you can click the join button down there. It's just next to the subscribe button. I'd love to see you in the comments with your little join member badge. And if it doesn't interest you, that's totally fine. Just liking, subscribing, heck, just watching the video is such a great way to support me. So thank you for watching my content. The Predator Warlock. You choose your subclass as a Predator, as a Warlock, right from level 1, and immediately you get an expanded spell list. These are spells that you can choose from. They're not automatically granted to you. But thrown in here are such staples as Hunter's Mark, an interesting choice considering Warlocks get Hex. Alter Self is on here, Slow is on here, so is Dominate Beast, and even Contagion. The spell list is decent, but there's a few in here that aren't that great. Some are okay. Again, the Hunter's Mark edition is kind of odd on a Warlock. I personally think Hex is just a superior spell. But whatever. I mean, if you like Hunter's Mark's theme, that works. I'm going to say this is a 6 out of 10 expanded spell list. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it works. You also get a bonus proficiency and an expertise. You get expertise in the survival skill. Now, survival's a bit of a mid-skill, mid-tier, but an expertise in anything is an amazing feature. It scales twice as fast because you get double your proficiency bonus in it, and I think that any expertise is a great feature. And getting it even in a skill like survival, I'm giving that 9 out of 10. Finally, at level 1, you get the Form of the Beast, and this is the main feature of the subclass. You get to take the form of a beast, like you get to grow bestial in nature. Now keep in mind that in the Humblewood world, you've got mammals like foxes and deer and hedgehogs and raccoons and mice. You've got birds like doves and owls and falcons, and there's really not the predatory type. I mean, falcons and foxes, I guess, but you don't think of them as scary predators. So when you take beast form, you get this growth in your claws and teeth. It's almost like going into a rage like a barbarian, but instead you take this beast form and get several benefits. First, you get temporary hit points equal to twice your Warlock level, although this maxes out at 20 HP when you get to level 10, so it can't get higher than that. But still, that's temp HP that you just get. You get advantage on perception checks, survival checks, and stealth checks while you're in this beast form. You get a bite attack and claw attacks. The bite attack does 1d6, and the claw attacks do 1d4, so that's enhanced unarmed strikes. And when you attack with your bite, you can use your bonus action to attack with your claws, so you get extra attack at level 1, which is kind of wild. And then at level 5, when you're in your beast form, you can bite and do 2 claw attacks as a bonus action, kind of stealing from the monk here. So that's kind of wild. At level 5, you also can dash and take the hide action as bonus actions, so that's cool. And this entire form lasts for 10 minutes. So you can use it in combat, you can use it in specific adventuring scenarios like navigation, and you can do it twice per short rest. So this recharges just like your spell slots do. And once you get to level 6, you can actually keep this form for an hour instead of just 10 minutes, greatly enhancing the amount of times you can use it, maybe multiple combats per use, instead of having to burn one every fight. This is a ton of features. Advantage on skills, temp HP, enhanced unarmed strikes, bonus action attacks, dash and hide is a bonus action. Everything here is so powerful, and you get a lot of it at level 1, and the entire feature unlocks by level 6. Your temp HP caps at level 10. This is one of the best alternate form features I've ever seen. It gives you so much. It's 10 out of 10 without question, and it's very, very highly rated in alternate form powers. Then, at level 6, you get another feature called Thrill of the Hunt. Once per short rest, you can add additional damage to one of your bite attacks. You can add 3d6. This goes up to 5d6 at level 10 to a bite attack. It does necrotic damage, and you actually heal for half the damage you dealt when you do the attack. So this is a nice self-heal. 3d6 averages to 10.5. That goes up to 17.5 at level 10, on top of your regular d6 for biting. So yeah, you're healing for anywhere from 5 to 10 hit points right there on average. Doing that once per short rest, and also doing the extra damage, it's a nice little smite. Honestly, it's the sort of thing I'd probably do on a crit. That way I'm really healing and really upping the damage. I'd almost treat this like a once per short rest smite. I'm into it. I give this power 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. Then at level 10, you get the Fearsome Presence feature. This is something, once again, you can do once per short rest, where you force all creatures that you can see within, I think it's 30 feet of you, to make a wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they become frightened and restrained. So they can't move, they are scared of you, and yeah, it's a solid lockdown ability. The only downside really is that, again, it's once per short rest, and they can repeat the save every turn at the end of their turn. But at the very least, you're going to rob a few enemies of their turn. I think this feature's strong. I think it's worth an 8 out of 10. If it didn't repeat the save, or you could use it like proficiency bonus times per day, I'd be a little more into it. But I think 8 out of 10 is still pretty solid. Finally, at level 14, you get the Uncaged Beast power. The Uncaged Beast says that while you are in your normal form, if a creature attacks you, you can use your reaction to both transform into your form of the beast and make a reaction attack at the same time. So you get to I'm not sure if this happens before or after you take the damage, but I want to say it would be before, so that the temp HP you get helps block the attack. And then while you're in beast form, any creature that attacks you while in melee range, so within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to attack back. So think about this. You're level 14. You're already doing, 1d6 for your bite attack and 1d4 for 2 claw attacks, and then you get to reaction attack. So you're attacking with your action, your bonus action twice, and your reaction. That's 4 attacks, every turn. This is insanely strong. And I think that it is worth talking about because reaction attacking is usually something that's limited. You can only do it under very specific circumstances, or only a few times per day. This just says when a melee enemy attacks you, you can reaction attack them back. That's incredible. That is a feat-worthy feature, and it's just right here at level 14 as a Warlock feature. Now granted, Warlocks aren't the tankiest, but you've got your temp HP to help you out. And yeah, I think this is really strong. I think this is 10 out of 10. I mean that. I think that reaction attacking basically at will, 10 out of 10. And I think that the Predator Warlock overall is a 9 out of 10. Honestly, if it wasn't for that like lackluster spell list, I might have given them 10 out of 10. You've got a fantastic form, you've got fear, you've got a little additional self heal plus smite damage, kind of, and in the later game, you get automatic reaction attacks. This is great. This is a fantastic subclass, and it's a high 9 out of 10. Really, really solidly built. I think that the theme is also on point. The idea that the spirit of the predator that lives within an animal could like come out of them, almost like a Wendigo or Wendigo sort of thing. Except it's like that spirit is giving you power. Like I said, it's very cryptidy. And I think it's very, very thematic and works wonderfully in the Humblewood environment, but it would work in any environment, honestly. This is the sort of thing you could pick right out of Humblewood and throw somewhere else, and I think that it's a very, very well built Warlock subclass. So good job, Deck of Many. This one's a good one. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below. Have a look for the join button down there, and I'll leave a link to the original Humblewood book. I don't think Humblewood Tales is available for purchase yet. It's still in its Kickstarter phase, but it's a fantastic series of books. I would highly recommend that you check it out for yourself. Have a good one, my friends.